What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I'm going to make this short and sweet because everybody knows I have a personal relationship with Chris Jones, and I am friends with Vince Garza as well. I believe people know that me and Chris are pretty tight. Chris and I do collaborations. We work together on many projects. Chris and Vince, is there an issue with them? Let me just make this video a business tip. In partnerships, it's extremely hard to work out. I've been involved in many business partnerships. I'm in one right now. Right now, it's the greatest partnership. It's like getting married to your dream girl, and she never does anything wrong. Chad and myself, not only are we best friends, really good friends. I don't know about best friends, but we're really good friends. I respect him and what he does more than anything. We fulfill each other's weaknesses. And we have no ego involved. We just want to get it done for the company. You know, I'll admit when he's right. He'll admit when I'm right. And we're both very non-financially motivated. We're motivated by success of our companies and the growth of our employees. And of course, the results of our customers. Chad and myself, it's not like one guy's money and one guy's all about results for customers. We're both 100% about results for customers above all else. So, I mean, that's why Chad, the CEO of Tiger Fitness, is the greatest business partner I've ever had. I've also had partnerships end in very bad situations. I've had partnerships end where not only is there business hatred, but personal hatred. I've had partnerships end in lawsuits. I've had partnerships end in legal battles. I've had partnerships that end in money spent fighting because of the partnership. I can go over more, but it'd be too descriptive where I might actually violate a contract. So I'm going to just shut up right there. Vince and Chris are still friends. I believe they will always remain friends. However, there's always going to be differences in opinions. And the way theirs is set up, it's a channel. And, you know, maybe one feels one does more than the other. Maybe one feels the other one's mistaken. Maybe one feels they do more than the other. Or they do something that's not as visible, but they still do their part. Maybe they feel they help more in the beginning, whatever. Here's the deal. I'm friends with Vince. I'm friends with Chris. Whatever they decide to do, I got their back. Okay? I'm not taking sides. Look, I'm 34 years old. I've been involved in many businesses in my life. At the end of the day, POG, Physiques of Greatness, is a YouTube channel who has t-shirts and stuff, right? And they have a supplement line together. Okay, we retail it at TigerFitness.com. However, what's to stop them from going their own separate ways and branching out? Chris wants to open a frozen yogurt store, right? I think that's cool. Chris is a very big thinking person. So is Vince. There comes a time when if you're niched in a channel, you need to go out and do other things. I mean, if you look at me and Chad, there's MTS, which is a huge international company. TigerFitness.com, Inc. 500, 4 years in a row. You know, at the end of the day, we have plenty of stuff to do where it can't be unbalanced. If we both don't pull our weight, it's going to go out of business. You know what I mean? We're going to fail miserably. I have to handle my end of things. He has to handle his end of things. In a situation where you start a channel together and you branch off with clothing and maybe a little bit of supplements, there's less really organization. While Chris wants to go out and hire people, right now it's just Chris and Vince and some outsourced ventures, right? As far as I know, I'm not too into their business model. Whereas at Tiger Fitness and MTS, you're looking at over 25 employees. You're looking at, you know, a 60,000 square foot warehouse. You know, there's a lot more. So there's not going to be a lack of balance. If there was, it would be addressed and there would be issues. But we're both in agreement that we're both working as hard as we could possibly work and we can't do anything further. What I suggest you guys do is follow both of them. Chris is an awesome guy. Chris is a hard worker. Chris is awesome. Vince and I have forged a great friendship over the years. Vince is a good guy. Vince has the ability to work really hard. Vince is a good dude. Okay? Whether they love each other, hate each other, they're coming out with cool stuff. And at the end of the day, their brand POG, they have one of the best pre-workouts on the market. Buy it. The simple fact that they don't that they might be starting separate channels doesn't make that supplement any less awesome than it is right now. Branch Gains is one of the best tasting formulated branch chains on the market. Why wouldn't you buy it? You know, support their clothing. At the end of the day, they started together, okay? And they're still going to be there. They're still going to give you your POG stuff, I'm assuming, from what I watched on Chris and Vince's video. However, you know what? It's just like relationships. Sometimes you need some time apart. Sometimes you end up separating. Sometimes you get divorced. But you can still be friends with both members of the relationship. All right, guys? That's really all I'm going to say about this. Vince, Chris, you know I love you. I wish you the best. And I didn't want to do this video. I don't want to do this video. But you have to realize, and you guys do this as well, when you get like 400 emails about a situation that you really don't want to address, the only thing I'm going to do is address the email as a business tip. This is a business tip. It's due to partnerships. The fact of the matter is, just because a partnership might not be the same as it was before, doesn't mean those two people aren't the same awesome people you loved before. And it doesn't mean that the companies that they start now or the companies that they still own together aren't as awesome as they once were, because I guarantee you they're both going to do their best to maintain their integrity and their products over the next few years. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Chris, Vince, I love y'all. And that's not a game.